Today we're going to be checking out and taking for a spin this 1970 Satellite Roadrunner Tribute. Just an awesome hot rod. Super fast, built motor. It looks like it's fast because it is fast.
Damn right, I like that. You're stating the obvious. I like it. It is. It's a super cool car. You know, it's kind of tough to explain. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous car. I mean, it's straight, the paint's shiny, the bumpers are new, the grill's new. It's a fantastic looking car, but it's still not perfect.
It's definitely more of a driver.
Yeah, it's a driver car. Power steering, high-rise intake, and a ton of horsepower. And it's plum crazy purple. Brand new BFG raised white letter tires, brand new Magnum 500 chrome wheels, new bumpers. It's got the correct tail lights, Roadrunner tail lights, Roadrunner chrome on the back. Super straight car, beautiful shine. It's all been buffed out very nicely. New Roadrunner tail stripe on it as well. As long as we're at the back, we'll start here. Tail stripe is excellent. Trunk lids lines up really nicely all the way across the back. Both sides. Like I said, back bumper's new. Exhaust sounds good. Tom, feel free to point little things out if you see it. We talked about the bumpers, talked about how straight and nice it is. As we go here behind the rear wheels, now this restoration was done at least 5-10 years ago. Behind the rear wheels is perfect. Also, go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the floors, frame, trunk floor, over the wheel wells, excellent. Front of that quarter is in great shape. I see up here just a little tiny blister right there at the very edge of that door. Rocker panel's nice.
Looks like there's a couple tiny ones up front too.
Yeah, very, very small right here. Lower fender's excellent. Gap's nice here. Top of the hood, top of the fender, top of the door all lines up really nice there. Inner fenders and firewall are painted. There's a few spots, and the reason I say this is a driver, the outside paint's really nice. There's just a few spots on the inside and around some of the edges that you're going to see that this car was red or something like that originally. That's like the worst part of this whole car. MSD ignition, power steering, and it's smooth. It's got an electric fan and a regular fan, so just kind of keeping it nice and cool. Got OD. Here we go. We were both trying to shut the hood, neither of us got it done. Gap is really nice here on the driver's side. A little bit of buffing compound here and there. Hood paint's beautiful. Very nice, and like I said, look at the hood hinges are lined up very nicely. They don't stick up.
A little
tiny little chip right there. Windshield's excellent. Top of the dash pad right here, you can see just the black. It looks, I bet the inside was kind of a copper. I bet it was copper with copper interior a little bit. So you can see just a little bit of copper on the top of that dash piece there. Just around the edges. Door is really solid. Rubbers were all replaced during the restoration. Somebody took the bench seat out, went ahead and put some bucket seats in there. Roadrunner on the top of the seats is kind of cool. Roadrunner on the dash, Roadrunner steering wheel, B&M shifter, digital gauges in the dash. Those round circles are digital. We'll get to that in a little bit. Door jamb paint. They did a really nice job on that. I pulled the scuff plates out. There's new scuff plates. Will be here probably tomorrow. Or Monday, so I will go ahead and put the new scuff plates on. The old ones just weren't, they didn't look that good. Here's the stuff I'm talking about. You can see where the paint is chipped. That's not surface rust. It looks like it was, the original copper paint right there. So there's some spots like that. That's really what stops it from being a really, really nice car. Other than that, the outside is beautiful.
Really straight. Fits nice.
Wait till you feel how this thing performs.
I've never rode or drove it yet.
I drove it once and it's kind of scary. I haven't drove it for a while though. It's got does have just a little bit of scratch right here, right in that area. Other than that, really nice lower quarter over the wheel well is excellent. 2 tiny chips right here. Front of the wheel is great. Now a lot of times these Roadrunners in front of these wheels and the satellites and stuff, they just really rot out right in here. So that's kind of what I want to point out. Very solid here. Corner of the door is good. There's just I get way under here, there's a tiny little bump I can feel down there. Here we go again. This is a scratch that you can see that original copper color paint right there, that the Plum Crazy's been scratched. And there's just a little bit of a, that's buffing compound again, sorry guys. Come right off. Bottom of the door is great, bottom of the front fender is excellent, except for there's one tiny little star right there. Again, it's got the original sticker here in the door. Door jamb paint's pretty good. Really nice in here. If you look around the back window, that little piece that was copper, that needs to be taken off and replaced or dyed black. That's about it. Other than that, there again, a couple tiny little spots here. But we make sure we point all this little stuff out, you guys. We want you to be 100% satisfied. If you're looking for just a cool, badass looking hot rod that's fast and fun and goes down the road great, this is the car for you. And I'll tell you what, it's going to get a lot of eye appeal. The way this car sounds and looks. One other thing to talk about, the felts feel like they're new. You know what
Window felts?
Yeah, the window felts and stuff like that are new too. Got a remote mirror that works properly. Set that up.
Those gauges are neat.
They're neat. Oil pressure 61 pounds, tax running about 700 RPM. Here's your volt gauge, water temperature's up there, so they all work, okay? Don't know if the heater fan works. Of course, it's got to have an electric fuel pump. I'm going to say no on that.
Wipers work. Meep meep.
Meep meep. Ready?
Ready. Excited to see what she's got. Like I said,
I kind of hyped it up a little bit. I'm kind of nervous what if it doesn't.
I've heard it was real fast from John and from you.
It was fast. Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
It's fast.
It's fast. I don't think you overhyped
warm her up though. Take her for a cruise and warm her up. We don't want to get on her until she warms up. Brakes, as far as the brakes go, got a nice solid pedal. Stops nice and straight. The speedometer I can see right now, it's going to bounce on us a little bit. Probably needs a new cable or possibly a new speedometer head. Alternator gauge works. The gas gauge does work and it comes up. It goes way below empty and it does come up, but it's not accurate. You know what I mean? It goes down too far.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably a lot of times you get these like aftermarket sending units. You know,
we've had a problem with that lately. We had it with that Dart.
Yeah, with aftermarket starts.
We're just gonna go ahead and take this thing for a cruise on down, and we'll get on her on the way back. I like these digital gauges. I know for the purists, it's not what you want.
But this isn't a purist car. You know, this is a hot rod.
Nothing pure about this thing. This thing's just badass purple muscle.
Yeah. I like these seats too, the high back, especially when it puts you back in the seat. You know, they're.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, exactly. And you know what? They sit a little lower too.
Yeah.
So as bigger guys, you'll hit your head.
That does. Makes it feel roomy in here. I bet when you're on it like that, I don't think you could grab $1 off the dash.
Well, it's got a good lift to it. But for a hot rod, I mean, going down the road, it really goes down the road nice, you know. You know, speedometer did have a bounce, but this is 160 right now, and it's pretty steady. Speedometer actually works. It's just right up front of us. Probably a little dry. 70 mile an hour is 3,400 RPM. Okay. brakes are nice on it. Super cool car. Go through the gears once in a while. The temperature's starting to come up a little bit. Oil pressure is still great on it.
Check this one out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. It's an awesome hot rod to have some fun with this summer.